Okay guys, what is up? This is my live commentary of yesterday's Rainbow Cup tournament. Uh, in our first match, I'm up against um, Yuki CL. And first, we have a little bit of lag. So my lineup here is Quagsire, Fortress, and Lantern. Yes, so my three lineups here. He starts off with Electabuzz. I get a little bit of lag. And there we go. Burn up with Mud Shot. Luckily, I think it's counter. It's fast move. I should have got Charge Move priority. Don't shield the Thunderbolt. I go for the Stone Edge thinking that I could burn a shield. I did burn a shield. Just mow it down with Mud Shots. Luckily, I got to my second Stone Edge on time. And this time, I didn't burn a shield and it knocked down his Electabuzz. Electabuzz. Let's go for Beedrill. Now this for me is a formidable matchup. So I go for the Stone Edge. I get another shield. And I just mow it down with Mud Shots, thinking that I could get, and I got to another Stone Edge on time. And third Pokemon is Exeggutor. This is really good for me, as I could just simply farm it down with my Fortress. I still have two shields on another Pokemon. This is a clear first round win for me, and that's the first game. Now, I'm looking at his lineup right now, and we got a little bit of lag because Globe had some problems again. So I thought that lineup's good. I won't change it, and I didn't change it. I'm still going for my Quagsire, Fortress, and Lantern, because he doesn't really have that much counters for me. So we head to match 2, the best of 3. It starts with Gyarados. And at first I think I was scared, but when I saw a waterfall, it's not a legacy Gyarados. So I think I charged up for a Stone Edge, then I switched to Lantern, because I'm gonna take neutral damage to waterfall. I shield this, so I can bait a shield. Like, I'm psyching him out that I could get a shield, and luckily he shields this Thunderbolt. That's one shield down, and I know that I can charge, and he switches to Electabuzz, thinking that it would be a type advantage, and he doesn't shield this. And that's a lot of damage to his Electabuzz. I just hit the yellow mark and I KO'd his Electabuzz, and he brought back Gyarados, so he lost switch advantage and lost a Pokemon. So I burned another shield for the Outrage, and I know he's gonna burn a shield here. So I have 2 shields with a charged up Quagsire and a full health Fortress. So I'm just hoping that I can mow this thing down, which I did. And I have Thunderbolt to spare without shields. And it's Arcanine. Have an Arcanine. Remember, I have charged Stone Edge for my Quagsire. I immediately throw the Stone Edge, and that's the end of game 1. Okay, so for the second match, I am up against Quionolds. And we have the same lineup. But the difference is, he doesn't have a Venusaur, but we practically have the same lineup. So I'm thinking about what my lineup could be. So I started off with Lord Quag, the Quag, Mantine, and Fortress. So let's see what his lineup is gonna be. Shout out to the Albay Raiders for a good Rainbow Cup. So we start off with the Quagsire versus Lantern. So I was confident about this matchup. I was able to throw Stone Edge first, which he didn't shield, disrespecting the damage of Quag. I don't shield his Thunderbolt. So again, farm up, and I got another Stone Edge in time. So I'm hoping for that shield bait, and he does shield it. So I am thinking that I have low health, and I shielded it because I have a Stone Edge ready. Either I could kill it or maybe go for the shield bait, and he dies here. He's surprised that my Quagsire is still alive, and then he brings out Quagsire. And I'm thinking, I don't have Venusaur, but I know that I could farm him up with, not farm him, but I could match it up with my Fortress. So I don't block this Stone Edge, and it did quite a lot of damage. I'm experiencing slight lag. This is why I blocked this, because I have a Rock Tomb ready. And he takes the Rock Tomb. So we're we're about the same health, but I have no shields. He has one shield left. I take the Stone Edge to the face and die. But luckily, with such small health, I can bring Mantine in and save enough energy. And his next Pokemon is Fortress. So I'm thinking about, oh, if this Fortress has Rock Tomb, I'm screwed because I don't have shields. But luckily, he has Pin Missile, and I get a second Aerial Ace here. I'm hoping to get that shield bait, but he ended up not shielding anyway. This is when I get scared. Oh no, not Rock Tomb. Goes for the Heavy Slam. I think Quionolds, if you're watching this, do you have Rock Tomb or your Fortress? So yeah, that's GG, game 1. And I'm thinking, after this first match, he's saying that Quagsire is so OP. So I know that he's scared of my Quagsire right now. And I'm thinking, what if I play mind games on him? What if I use my Mantine as a lead because I know he might lead with Ivysaur because he is scared of my Quagsire. So, no, I thought it was better to start with Fortress because it's much tankier and the risk of having that rock in the back is dangerous. Luckily, Globe didn't have much connectivity issues than before. Um, that's why we were able to handle our match as well. And what? Yeah, it's the second match. Fortress, and I predicted it. He started with the Ivysaur. I just farmed him down. Didn't throw any charge moves at all. Just farmed down the Ivysaur. He switches. I follow up that switch with my Venusaur. And at this point, it's GG. And it's GG. He loses switch advantage. I get shield here. And that's a Thunderbolt, so I won't shield it anyway. And keep farming with Mind Whip. And get to my second Frenzy Plant before he does. And he's a shield. Makes me think, oh, Fortress. I need to get at least one. I got one Leaf Blade on it. A Frenzy Plant, I mean. Leaf Blade is gonna haunt me later in the video. So I got it. I think just mowing down the clock a little bit. I go with Quagsire because I'm thinking that I could shield beat at least one of his other shields, and I know that his Fortress has Heavy Slam. So I get a Stone Edge here. Doesn't shield it again. Gets a second Heavy Slam. And I shield it. I just farm him up with Rock Tomb. And he throws on Ivysaur. I was supposed to hit that Earthquake. I had some lag, it's okay. I can farm him up with my Fortress. I can throw the Rock Tomb to get that last shield. And I just farm him down. I still have a shield left for that Sludge Bomb. He has a 2-move Ivysaur, Power Whip, and Sludge Bomb. And I just farm him down. Just throw this for the win. And GG second game, you know. Okay, so for the third match of the day, I was up against Dom, who in the end became the champion for the Rainbow Cup, since later you will find out. And it's almost the same team as me, but he has a Venusaur, and he swapped it out with Executor, with Confusion and Seed Bomb. So I start off with Quagsire, starts off with Fortress, bringing on that shiny Fortress. So I farm it up with Mud Shot, and I got this first Stone Edge first. Baited a shield. And at this point, why is it taking so long? I figured out. Yeah, it's gonna be Rock Tomb. I play that one shield scenario. Get off the second Stone Edge. He doesn't block at this time, so I just farm it up. I can see the HP difference. Throw this other Stone Edge and KOs his Fortress. So, as second Pokemon goes with Quagsire, but this time I hesitated and I was thinking about getting Stone Edge, but he goes Acid Spray and I go Earthquake. Does he shield it? No, he takes the Earthquake full on, and my Quagsire just almost melts his Quagsire, and now I have Venusaur, farm it down with fast moves. Now it is Mantine, and I was planning to throw Frenzy Plant just to bait the shield. I baited the shield, and I immediately switched out to Fortress before he can throw an Ice Beam. That would have KO'd my Charizard very well. I decided not to shield this, but I did shield it because, you know, I have a Rock Tomb ready, doesn't have a shield. Might as well protect my Venusaur. And I farm it down a little, and game 1 was GG. Okay, so for the second game, I chose the exact same lineup. I just did in order. Started with Fortress. He goes with Fortress. So we go for a Fortress mirror match. Just goes down to CMP. And luckily, I don't have CMP. And I didn't break the CMP as well. So, yes. Throwing a Rock Tomb. Doesn't shield it. But did I not change the CMP? Noticing I have lag issues because my Fortress stops attacking for some reason. I throw my Quagsire, I shield this. No, I didn't shield it. Rock Tomb, finish it off with Mud Shot. Now I have energy for his second Pokemon, but he has 2 shields left. And the second Pokemon is Executor, and I'm dead. I decided to throw a Stone Edge, doesn't shield it, and because I know it's not a Seed Bomb, I mean a Razor Leafer or a Vine Whipper, I stayed with Quagsire. And I don't know why I still threw a Stone Edge, but I think it's a good move since his Confusion does a lot of damage. Throw a few mud shots in. I got to that Stone Edge on time. Burned that last shield. And just switch to Venusaur because it's a Charge Beam Lantern anyway. A charge up. We have both 1 shields, and I was clicking that Frenzy Plant, but it's not going off. So we trade shield for shield, but I know that I'm gonna win since I charge faster. And there it is. I charge a Leaf Blade. And GG, third game. Wow. Okay, so up for my final game is Vamps. And I noticed in his lineup that he has a victory bell. And that's pretty scary. So I started with Quagsire, he starts with Mantine, and I know that I am in a bad lead matchup. So I went to Fortress, which is a very wrong decision to make. And you'll find out later why was it very wrong decision. So went with Rock Tomb, got a Shield Gate, he got another Charge Move, which is now Aerial Ace, and at this point I was lost. I mean, my mind was gone, cause I totally forgot that he has a Victory Bell in his lineup. That's what screwed me over. And in this first match, first Pokemon, he doesn't bring out his Quagsire. I was confident here. I have no shield. He has one shield left. Went for the Frenzy Plant, bait the shield, and I ate the Thunderbolt. That was a very wrong decision to make because even though it was Lantern, and his final Pokemon is, yes, you guessed it, Razor Leaf Victory Bell. And my next Pokemon, look at how he massacred my Quagsire. So GG to him, first game. That's when I got scared of the Victory Bell. And I changed my lineup. This is the wrong part that I did. I chose Lantern. Yeah. As my lead. And I didn't bring Quagsire because of the fear of that Victory Bell. So I lead with Lantern, he leads with my Mantine. I think the better thing here to do is I lead it with my Quagsire, draw his Victory Bell out, and counter it with a Mantine or a Fortress. And I think I ate 2 Aerial Aces before I could deal a significant amount of damage because it's going to shield this, going to burn 1 shield. Goes for the Aerial Ace, I decided to shield it. It was Ice Beam. And I think he has enough energy to throw another Aerial Ace. So she has decided not to shield it. Oh, that deals significant damage. So I was thinking of baiting a shield, and he didn't went for the shield. Then there was a switch glitch, and we talked about it. He says it's okay. He told me it's Fortress Victory Bell, and we talked about it. So he said we can't continue anyway. So yeah, I know it's a Fortress because it's smacking down my Mantine. What do I keep saying Fortress? A Victory Bell. So I threw an Aerial Ace, hoping to bait a shield. And I did bait a shield. So I just kept smacking it down with wing attacks. And I know it's a lantern, so I just started pouring my last Aerial Ace in it. Boom. Dealt good damage before I was knocked out. And now I have Venusaur, which is a good lineup for me. So there it goes. No shields, so I get match 2 of our best of 3. So this is the last matchup. And I was kind of pressured because if I win this, I win the entire tournament. Because we were both 3-0. Oh no, he's 2-1, and I'm 3-0. And if I win this, I'm the only undefeated in the tournament. So I really decided it. I thought to myself that that lineup was okay, and so I didn't change it at all. But I think the right thing to do was start with my Fortress, leave, bring a Quagsire and a Venusaur. This match shows you how awful I did. So the same lead matchup. He's waiting for me to shield, waiting for me to switch because he keeps saying, why doesn't he switch yet? So I know this is gonna be an Ice Beam, but I thought it was an Ice Beam, and Scenario Lace was a better thing for me. So I tried to beat the shield. Quite a bit of lag. I baited the shield, and he throws another Aerial Ace, which I shielded wrong. And you'll find out later why I shielded wrong. So I switched to Quagsire. I take a few amounts of damage, that lag, and I throw. I didn't block the Stone Edge. That's fine. Just gonna farm it down. I need to throw a charge move to at least burn a shield. I did burn a shield. So there was another. That's the wrong thing I did. I shouldn't have shielded that because he has a Mantine left and he has a Fortress. Yes, Fortress, which chunks down my Venusaur. And this is the wrong thing here. I threw Lantern, threw a charge move, leaving my Quagsire open. I mean my Fortress open. That was the crucial, very crucial decision I made, which cost me the match. Now I have a Mantine, who I thought could like farm up. Throws a Rock Tomb, gives me to low health. Accidentally pressed the Aerial Ace, so I had no choice but to Aerial Ace. And look, nearly full health Mantine. I was lucky to throw an Aerial Ace, not enough damage. He thought he was gonna lose, and I knew that I messed up because I don't have energy for my Lantern. See, if I didn't bring my Lantern, if I brung my Mantine against his Fortress, I would have won. So GG Vamps. Yeah. So that's my Rainbow Cup video. I hope you like it. I heard you learned a few things from it. And again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell for some more videos. So again, thank you. Your Swag Ted. I'm out.